move back to it. They are not. They're going to stick with the breach. What do you make of this?
No entiendo, dog. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't get it.
So I actually would not have liked the Viper Harbor against PRX's style. I think the way I see Jing take A main, this Breach Fade combo is one of the only things that could stop his speed.
I mean, Breach
like
can just take it on his own with an Astra
just full sending
every
it
single
up
time.
B,
So
again,
I'm expecting a lot of A main fight. I mean, expecting a lot of A main duels. And honestly, I think Loud should be coming on top of it.
Just like what we saw in Split.
Yeah, we finally get Aspas on the jet going up against something, Doug. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, actually, I hadn't even really realized. We've talked so much about Last and Divide and all the other playmakers, and I'd forgotten that we hadn't had the Jet against Jet duel.
So what I think Sadaka is going to be doing here, and I think I saw him doing this earlier, is he'll fault line all the way to A main from Link to stop this push.
Oh, we'll see if he's going to pull that one out. It's time for
I reckon they'll do
third
different.
and final map of this series. Of
I reckon they'll
course,
have two variations. I reckon they'll fall back and I reckon they'll stun from A at the beginning, but then they'll fall back to this older one where they want to duel it.
Tomorrow, let's send it back to Bren and Seisher for the
We'll see. Thing is, I'm not entirely sure how well it works.
For our final map of this series, Loud versus PRX, and an unusual comp. You know, it's been the talk of the town about what Loud is playing as well. But might just be that perfect answer towards the aggression. Sean was touching on it about how A main control loves to be played.
Losing map 13-2 in the upper semi-finals, it doesn't matter. Losing 13-2 is better than losing in an overtime, man. It's so easy. Everyone insta resets. It's one of the better ways to lose a map.
Thinking about where Sean was talking about Sadat being positioned though, in B lane, he has this stun line that goes through Art over towards A main with Pull's potential. Now, if you smoke off the position,
that's one of the easier resets. Trust me, no one's thinking about, damn, if I played this round differently, everyone just goes, damn, we got absolutely wrecked on this.
Over the top, yeah. He's just watching his utility. This game flying.
Was that the Killjoy molly he was looking for?
Oh, nice. Okay, so they push Sadak back and make him worried. That means the breach is going to be less viable with the utility.
A lot of damage done.
Dog kill?
Real danger there, potentially going down to the dog, but no, he escapes it still. They want to just try and dash up onto these players as well. Catching him unaware. Less. Wow. Brought down. He was really
that was so funny. They were just hunting him. Forced him into the extra pass, and here there are 3 Astra smokes here. Jesus, this is wild. Good luck,
smokes a cheeky Kawazine close to the corner here, tucked into it. There's a jump spot and clear. 1 for 1.
Kind of did good, man, damage-wise.
Regaining control of A main. No one towards Ard here, tucked towards the site. Devi is really just left to his own devices. Everybody into the back of the site here, holding the utility in their hand. A bit of run and gun with the frenzy. It's not really doing enough here. They're smoked off. Devi, he needs a bailout. He needs it right now, yet still stunned up. Lands the shots. Only the 1 for 1. It's replied by Aspas. Smoke's now propped up once more, and even more damage.
Still Astra suck. 1, 2. Nice timing on that.
This is worrying.
2v2. Real chance here for Loud.
Shot.
To take control and more. Trying to get this one on. The spam is not there. No bullets left at all. It's all out with another pistol round.
They managed to do that.
That is unreal.
3v4 retake.
Unreal. I think PRX's ideas in that round were a lot better, and yet Loud still come out with the win. And the individuals just turning up. Aspas in particular with Sheriff in hand, able just to hit body shots consistently to chunk these players down.
Yeah,
and
nice
a lovely headshot there
really good from him. Really, really good.
When Sean was talking about teams being red hot in terms of their form and their individual skill, and that being the biggest issue with the pistols, yeah, sometimes Loud have amazing ideas, but here they just outskilled it. And
damn,
PRX,
dude. What was that in the 2-on-2 maybe with the insta commit from Art instead of just jump peeking.
Flash away from the angle now. Aspas has to respect that one. He doesn't have a gun in his hands. I mean, he's saving.
Oh, double molly for this. Okay, we're insta sending this.
I'd be wishing he did invest into it. Look at this overwhelming.
Oh, this is nice. PRX get the plant. They decide to force into this, and honestly, this hit looks great. Dog goes in as well, gives them numbers. 3 people here from Loud to fight. That's nice. Yeah, so pistol round might not matter here. Pistols. Is anyone capital? Yeah, that kind of sounds right. 4-1 in terms of pistols.
Bit of walkabouts from Jing, close to the corner. There's a flash in his face. They might have just given up a little bit too much, but still, Aspas was brought down.
Faking the jump.
Yep, faking the jump. Already, yeah, Forsaken was
huge round. They get rewarded with this one. Nice force by And maybe give Alex something to smile about.
Takes a lot after you've just gone down 13-2 to lose your first map at Champions.
And then we've got to start looking at this as well, because now this all comes into play. Jing 2 away from his ult, and they can start planning like 2 rounds ahead in terms of how they want to do it.
Sadak completely off guard. That's why I was a little worried about actually on split, and yet Sadak always had somebody in front of him to catch that aggression and slow it down so that he had time to use his breach utility.
It's so funny, man. He looks like a crazy person to speaking to himself, but this is exactly what I used to do. Okay, the op comes out, by the way. Aspas gets an op. No one else on his team buys anything, so he wants to be saving on this. And they're going to him, so he needs to hero play. They are not going to expect it. And he dashes back. Oh boy. Nice shot. Nice molly. Gets another dash because of the kill and the fact that he popped his dash before he got the first kill, so he does have another dash if he wants to get out there, but it looks like he wants to make a hero play. Bro, just get out of there, please.
Forsaken trying to open up some space on the site.
Oh, that's a big kill. Yeah, what? Ghost comes out on top. This is how we start this one. The hero op play actually goes into it as well. If they really wanted to back this up, he could throw his gun over towards here and use knives, but I mean, they're in a solid spot. Also, with all of this as well, there's some guns to be picked up over towards here, so they kind of at one point want to get info, but they imagine that someone's probably holding this and stopping that from happening.
Into screens, a spot where he has to be
it's a weird round at the
moment.
moment.
Squad who only have pistols. It's mad, but they're in a 5v2.
Okay, they work out that one person's here. Do they now peek over towards this and get the guns? Dude, look at these reactions. They're so perfect. It's nice.
There's 30 seconds left. Unless they had that kill
on
one gun picked up. And could find
Astra.
some kind of opening.
I'm just going to circle it so I don't have to carry on looking, but there is another gun.
So he's watching out towards sewers.
No time to saving.
It's going to be running all the way down. It has to be a save at this point, but I just cannot believe the sheer insanity.
No one's going to go for this gun though. That's too risky. Astra does get the gun here. Sadak.
Bladestorm online as well.
What gun did he have? Don't even know.
Swings drastically in the
he just had a pistol, right?
You see teams go for the bonus
Classic,
round.
nothing? Okay, then so fine for him to search this. I mean, what a hero play from Aspas. Hero buy, hero play. Kawanzin deserves a bit of a shout out as well, winning that straight up duel with a ghost. That was ridiculous.
In order to not have ruined his team's economy.
Man, Alex is going through it, man. He really is. Pissed around. Then they win the force buy, then they lose this.
Incredible, the call.
What a bold call to pick the up here. And then this is what we talk about in terms of a lot of A main control. We have no stun here. The first big buy rounds where they want to get one orb and we have no stun over towards A main and they just let him pick up this and get the ult. What?
To try and go somewhere else. Look at
what?
They might be heading.
Fake, but this is really early. The rest of PRX are not in position.
Wall dodges the horn here. I mean, there's just a ton of players grouped up. This really does feel like there's a whole lot running at them.
And they're going to commit back over to A. They're trying to find anybody that was baited into a bad position. PRX looking like they've overcooked things here potentially, but they have made it into the site.
Smokes divide up the side though. They haven't cleared out towards the backside of pit. There's a lot of spam damage.
Dude,
with
what
no
a wild
kills,
round.
Connection happening. Still, plan is down. Post plan granted and gained. Aspas not fast enough with the movement. Trying to make a play for it.
the off down?
Still, curveballs.
The hell's this alarm bot doing?
With the reposition now, taking this time in for himself, regrouping the rest of his team. It was impossible really for Loud at this point. They don't have control of Art, don't have control of main. Smoke propped up though with Divide falling. Suddenly a chance. Kawazin collecting all sorts of kills, but a rifle for Jing. Doesn't collect the second one, doesn't get it. Started for him, a tap onto the defuse. My freak with the most to do.
Oh my god.
And he is brought down just in time.
They don't have a... Damn.
That is a mad round again from Loud. An absolute
I don't know how they're winning this one. 19 HP, 29 HP. I mean, it was super close. Are they over facing too much in this? I mean, they must be. They're definitely over facing in this one.
And yet, it's the way
oh man, they're not even like near the spike in terms of pressure.
That to me is one of the most impressive factors, along with
Dude,
the fact that
I mean, Alex might call a timeout now.
Everywhere. But the team play, the way in which Loud are facing on these retakes, holding, you know, 2 or 3 of them posted up in A main, ready to punish.
Maybe for the next buy round, we'll see.
For PRX. This time, the stun is there. The
Yeah, this is the
not
thing.
used.
The stun,
Cloud chooses not to commit
so
too
the stun
heavily
that they do
because
over
Less is
towards
there
here,
with his killjoy
it does get beaten by the dash a lot of the time. They are not, man. It's like I'm watching foot all over again. How can no one?
They can potentially go for the plan here, bit of a tap as well.
It's
Pull
weird, man.
after shock, knife into the corner. Sadak.
They like to just let them have space. But I mean, they're winning the retakes, so let them have it. Mollies are nice.
Fire, bit of damage being done to the Vice, still holding close to the corner. Now here's the
Didn't get the spike down, double kill on that. Oh my! Look at the over rotate as well. 5 people. They know that they're not going to have anyone doing anything around the map. Oh my god, bro. I mean, that was clean. We took a little bit of damage here, and that was it. It might have been 1 bullet, might have been 2 or something. Like 1 bullet and then 1 through the wall or something. That's crazy.
Utility coming through. There's a nanoswarm at default, so they
yeah,
know they
this
can't
makes a
plan.
lot of sense. And this was just a
Aftershock
low
stops
buy.
them from pushing the right side of default from the defender's perspective. Another nanoswarm was about to be committed on the other side, and then Les decided to use it to clear out the corner. Nightfall pushes the back. Op is there. Nanoswarm in the corner picks off another. There's just constant pressure being applied at all times to these PaperX players.
This is what you get.
It feels too easy.
Yeah, when you play against a team like that,
Yeah, it's nice from them at the moment.
Their own form, right?
Let me catch up. What is that?
Rumors about the death greatly exaggerated before heading even into the tournament.
That is so true. And yet still, their opening game, they look like they're in the same kind of form they were in
Yeah, I mean, and
Tokyo.
honestly, I watch PaperX at the moment, and it's just like they're kind of winning the early game. They're getting over towards A. They can get the orbs. It's just these after plants that have been. First of all, good retakes from Loud. Like the rotates are good. They haven't been punishing for over rotating, etc. Apart from no, not really.
But the way in which they did it, they bombed out in Copenhagen. And yet we're then able to go on the run towards the end of the year. It's
they're
the
just a little
exact
bit
same
too
story.
panicky. It feels like in
Finals
the
in the
A
first tournament, bomb out of the second, making a run towards the trophy in the third.
Getting lazy with the writing.
It's plot armor. And Loud have taken down everyone's tournament favorites Fnatic on the way to this spot.
And if you thought the retakes were good
I think feeling like they got
already,
robbed on Lotus,
throw an Astra ult in there as well to make it a little bit easier.
This is it.
PaperX given up with the A control.
Loud.
Given up with the A control fully.
There's weaknesses into mid as well, you know, you don't have the util. It's going to be watching.
I definitely agree. I feel like Sadak and B-Link are big weaknesses for the way that the Loud defensive setup works.
Spotted one player, but yeah, they had to give up control of mid as a result of this Sadak.
This is very reminiscent of overtime on Lotus. Alex takes a timeout and they go for a contact push. Will Loud read into it?
So much danger now, especially with that Prowler getting broken.
Okay, B's actually pretty weak at the moment with 2 people here. Breach is coming over, doesn't have his stun yet.
Long angle, flash wasn't there. Seekers all the way up here. Shot fired at Rattle. Something inside of the smoke, just barely an edge. The
Nice
glimmer,
stun.
a pixel legged into
Ooh,
it.
nice
Damage.
leg shot on
It's been
that.
more than done. The kills are collected and corral, but he can't get out of there with the movement.
I mean,
It's a nice
it's
stun
twice
from
now
Sadak,
he's
but he
died
ends up
doing
getting
this.
caught there.
Yeah, it's unlucky
And it's
there's
a 2v3.
honestly the trade's pretty good.
Forsaken is so committed. He had a lockdown. If he was able to escape,
Bumped the head, yeah.
might have been able to play for that one.
Said he's the lone player towards back calls, unless it's still watching.
Util's too good. Tui's has
They have
his
a star
ult, but
for a
it's
pull on
like,
the spike. Mindfreak's in a
gotta
great
kill the
spot,
guy in sight
miles
first.
away.
Do they want to secure it? Might be better at this point just letting PaperX win the round and then just make sure you can reset the money. So yeah, I think this was the right call for them. Nice done for PaperX in terms of the calling as well. They managed to hit the site that had 2 people. The trades are in.
And another nice one coming out the back of a timeout. These tactical timeouts are working. Alex is getting some good value off the
that's
rounds
very
that they're
true.
calling.
Alex gets
Once they can
value.
take a moment and pause.
Like, you can tell that he's majority of the brains when it comes to this.
Forsaken on the pinch back through. Being able to have outsized impact and avoid getting caught in back hauls. The timing between him and
Now what happens? We get attack op out. We got
PaperX is still on the
Killjoy
back
ult,
foot here,
Astra
but
ult,
something's pulling out the attack side
defense op.
operator.
I mean, we got everything.
And that one back. Picked it up. Corpse of Aspas, but he's also
Eye goes over
invested
towards here. Does get shot,
zone
so
in
there's
his
at
hand.
least
This
pressure
time,
over
looks like
towards
this is the
here.
way they wanna try and
Vision
plug up the
hasn't
gap
been
in here.
broken yet.
Those
Flash went
contact
over
pushes
towards
just
Art. Didn't hit
slap
anyone.
Aspas on there with an operator.
That makes sense. Don't think PaperX are going to contact
Something.
into this spot though, having done that
That's
in the previous
unlucky.
round.
Plastically, Anna, oh yeah, Anna Swarm
Damn,
is
that's
very
nice.
Pushing them all the
That
way.
was nice.
Sadak.
Hey, this was a good take from them here.
The Nanoswarm lineup and Jing's molly landing at the same
Yeah,
time.
that was
to clear
really,
out
really
corners
cool.
Where the flash wouldn't connect. It's
It was
excellent.
very well coordinated. Create the question marks over towards here, but then we kind of just go back into the normal. I just call this the Americas setup, man, where they just again just let all of this go for free,
Try not to give
and then they just play
even a finger away
all
to
of this.
Aspas.
You've seen it.
They're just used to
Does he
playing
get
like
into
this.
the shot? Flash waiting to the very final moment.
45 seconds. This time Sadak is here a lot earlier, so the defense is much stronger. Forsaken still has his ult. He's a little bit late to the party.
The ultimate running it back into their faces, colliding
That's
and
nice with the
collapsing.
dog.
Kawazine can withstand it. The ult's taken out, but another shot missed
Whoa.
and wide. Lockdown. Really putting the pressure in the heat. Turned all the way up. Aspas with an opportunity to do something absolutely incredible.
That is unlucky.
Coverage is there.
Nicely done from something though. 15 seconds to
little bit
plant
better.
this. They could.
Time though, still burning off the
nice
clock
one.
with one player left. 2 years is taken out.
Yeah, this was
PRX
nice.
have found something that's working for them.
Yeah,
These
the
B
door
splits.
pressure at the moment is really good. B
Or even
side's
in that
looking a little bit
situation,
weak.
sending
Definitely the ult's helped in
everybody
this one
down
though.
B main. Getting themselves in spots where the ultimates can end up doing the work. The entry off the Trailblazer is also fabulous.
Maple Brown, thank you so much
And it
for the
pushes them
gifted,
into
bro.
such
Not a
deep
chance
post-man
am I saying that.
positions, you know, puts the pressure
Maple
on
Brown,
Aspas
thank you for
and
the
Sadak
gifted,
with
though.
lockdown in backside. PRX used a lot there.
Why only that one?
A huge
As
amount.
well, what's going on here?
But they got the round they needed.
What? Singling it out, man. What the
Keeping
hell?
the attack side on. Running up into their faces. Stun on the Prowler. An attempt to catch onto the players. I mean, hoping for the stun.
Yeah, wise from Aspas though to back off once he realized that nobody got caught in the fault line.
Good read by PRX once more, realizing that, okay, with that amount of emphasis being placed by Loud over towards B main,
Okay,
start
and
to
they do the same
take
thing
contact,
that's been
lurk away
working in
into
terms of a
mid.
lot of door pressure.
And now
Money
Aspas and Kawazine
is...
are going to go for this repeat.
Oh, it's
my
mistimed.
goodness. Money's actually pretty good for every
Yeah,
team
there
at the
goes a
moment. I was
flash
going
as
to say
well
that
from
this
Salah.
is
Yeah, just
this is
team
the only
flash,
one
yeah.
that's off slightly.
Lambot broken, they've
Look.
already taken up that ground, all the way pushed up through. I mean, not watching for it, not worried
Alarm
about
bot
it.
on the left, maybe?
Curveball around the side, flash, no connection here. Still, it is a
look at the
really
timing on that,
precarious
it's kinda
spot
wild.
for these Loud
Dude,
players
keeps
to be
going.
into. How would they deal with it? How would they handle it? Forsaken.
Oh, he hasn't made any
Up
sound.
to the corner now. No,
Oh, he sees him.
is spotted, yeah.
Too close to the corner.
Damage is done, and Aspas! It's gonna go
Dude,
on
as
the
if something's
backman.
just pushing through here. What the hell is going
Money
on?
trick, all with the blade
Nice
storm.
round from
It's
Aspas. Dude,
never
Aspas
running
is on
out.
like 13 kills or something crazy. He's
This
been
was another
popping.
round actually where PRX got themselves in a position to win though.
Yeah,
And then
PRX
they just fumbled the
did
bag.
did weird play here, really.
I mean,
14-4.
They completely caught Loud off guard in terms of that push into spawn. And if they tried to consolidate their position after that, I think they would have been in
Yeah,
a
it
more
was
of a
weird,
winning
man.
spot. But because
Like that-
their ideas have to be so unorthodox.
I mean, it's just how
and they're
PRX play. Like, they
constantly
just
improvising on the
they
fly,
push
calling
everything to the
audibles.
limit. They do
Things are
a
getting
pure
too
madness
chaotic and too
sometimes.
scrappy to
And
find those
it's safe
moments
to say that this was a
return
pure
to sanity.
madness. 3 people dying in spawn.
And Loud still find that brilliance.
Yeah, it's the rock steady discipline from Loud. They're not letting the chaos take over.
That's
for this
so
map.
good.
On an individual's basis,
He's man,
Aspas,
poor guy.
14
Dude, he
kills
can't
right now.
can't be coaching
Looking
for many
50
years,
more.
man.
There's
They're
the
gonna.
knows they're
It,
trying to
his
poke
poor
themselves
health,
up
bro.
onto the angle.
It's
Never to
just-
clear it. If you walk up
I
onto
don't know,
him,
man. How many years
He
has he
will
got
rip
left
your
in
head
him? It
straight
can't
off.
be long.
The timing is excellent right before.
There's no way he
compromise.
sticks around for 3
PRX
more
getting
years.
into a nice position
There
for this
is no
ace
way.
Aspas and Kawazine holding
It's too
hands,
much.
Looking to hold strong.
updraft into the side there. Eventually, a connection with the blades. Finally, with Aspas falling.
This
a
was nice. They
chance.
send it. They go real
Actually
deep.
there. Sadak, yeah, I mean, counter
It's
spam.
still pretty good. Sadak has
Just
his
the
ult
one
if he
kill
wants
with
to
the
stop the
flank
plant, or do they want to
still.
save it to
Sadak
the...
seems
Okay,
to
nice.
deny, using the ult.
Whoa,
Was
he
there a
went
connection?
flying.
Did it
I think it did.
tag? Yep, stun. Pushing them away.
Yeah, and
here,
they
still
stopped
with
this, and they
seconds
have been
left.
over-rotating, but they
Might be just
don't
cool as well, the
really
rotate
know
wrap, but no,
too
still
much, because the
taking
retakes
to
have
this
taken
one,
a
something
while.
Has to try and hold on to this
So,
one.
last
Knife
knife.
left.
Pre-fire?
No longer.
The flank around
Does
the
have a
back.
backup
Spends
gun
all
though.
of them, and this flank is important. Mind Freak coming
Yeah,
now,
and they've
round to
the thing that's been really,
side. It's watched,
the
but
thing that's been
not
really nice here is
really
the
on
two
the
on
timing
site were
here,
making a
Sadak.
lot of sound, so it
And
didn't
everyone
feel
turns
like
into
the flank was
corner,
coming in.
stun And run and gun. Something.
Uh-oh.
No way. Did not receive the kill. 2 years.
They
That
can
is
all
monstrous.
type together
He's
now,
thrown
work
himself
out the
into the
damage done.
1v1.
The problem is, I
But
think
surely
something
doesn't
might
win
have
it.
done a lot of this damage, because he was the one
Still working
spamming.
against him, man. A tap onto it. Something onto the corner. 36 health. No bullets left. Something.
Nicely handled. Really, really well done from him.
He won't finish it off.
Big round.
PRX rounds will never end quietly.
Yeah,
never.
these rounds have been close.
Even when it looks like there's an impossibility
So there was one
for Loud to
person
be
that couldn't
able to
buy,
win,
right?
it's still
In
going
terms of
to a sticky
Sadak, so I
scenario
don't know
there
what
towards the
they
end.
do. Well,
Feels
they're
like
gonna
a little
buy.
bit
I
of
just don't know what gun
hubris
he's
perhaps
gonna.
from something there
Look
that-
at this man, he's gliding.
He's
Spree.
gliding the whole
There's just
time
no
to get
thought in his head
info,
that Tweez might
try and
be
help
able
the
to win
players to
1v2
spam.
against the rest of his team.
so
And
funny.
yet, something still managed to clean this up. Both Jets are at the top of the scoreboard. Aspas v
incredible.
something. The first time that we've seen them clash on the Jet head-to-head. It's been a delight so far.
Smoked a spike there. He tried to make the play with the fake smoke, right? It was a little bit
Difference in
unlucky.
the defensive
Like if
setup.
this
Alarm bot
fake
put
smoke
over
won
towards
him
mid
the
lane.
round and
So
the
that
guys
means
just
nobody has
spraying,
to
then
watch that.
we don't really talk
PRX
about it.
accounts
So
that
it
if
was
they
like
try and
a
go for some kind
it's a
of
fine
contact play in
decision.
that area.
Again, in terms of like criticism on 1v1s, a lot of the time you just gotta accept that loads of things could have worked. Like against a different player in the one-on-one, the thing that he tried might work, etc. So you never really want to be overcritical on 1v1s. It's just like unless it's like really dumb.
Could be brutal. Pellets of it.
So this was the gun that Sadak decided to get.
There it is, all popped off. Jing out wide to the corner.
The drive-by shorty, bro can't
Still
even see
players
him.
moving up now from Arch,
That's
trying to
ridiculous.
themselves together. Do they know 2 years is back here? Chance tonight, poking out wide
Nice
into
kill.
the corner. Everybody
Nice kills.
falls. That's Bass.
Yeah, very
Last
nice.
one left, and he was watching the flank the entire time.
What
Loud also have very
what
little money.
are
PRX
you gonna
kept
do
these
here? Because you kind of want to
rounds
save
close
this. I mean,
and
you
made
really
sure
want
that
to
Loud
save
get
this.
punished. All of the players dying. Aspas really needs to keep this operator online.
So many judge spams this tournament. I mean, yeah. Hopefully we get a little bit of enough. I say a little bit. Hopefully we get enough.
Has big economic damage, but at the same time, we're headed towards the end of this first half. And PRX have.
Is something the best shorty user? He definitely abuses it the best. What are the actual stats? He must be leading it, right?
PRX have actually been excellent ever since like round.
I'm pretty sure he's leading it.
What it was like round 5 or something. Of being able to take map control. They're actually just taking.
Actually, reckon
huge
he's probably
amounts
got
of map
double the
control
next
at the
person,
start
right?
of all of these rounds. Yeah, Loud are not fighting over A main control particularly. They're not doing that stun suck combo that we were talking about.
He got 10 kills.
They're also PRX being able to bully their way through mid.
That's way more.
You know, they
than
have so many
us.
tools to be able to take this map control early on. And Loud are just giving it to them. And that means that PRX are getting splits into B and splits into
Second,
A
the next person has
whenever they
3,
like.
and he has 10.
That's one of the
He has
reasons
triple,
why
over
we
triple.
see PRX versus EDG, for example, having just massive team fights over A main control at the start, because if you give PRX the space, their comp is excellent at splitting.
Still doing the
Here
twist
again,
and shorty
Art
drive, yeah.
has
So I mean, something on his own
for the
is like
defensive
what,
team. I mean, not even
250
any
euros.
information.
That's sick. That's so good.
Up into the choke.
So at this point, they're relying on Aspas to be able to find some kind of kill, back off and play retake, perhaps even with the lockdown. But PRX, once you give them space, they're going to start working their way into weird spots, go for lurks, go for
So
over
low
pushes.
bite coming in.
These retakes are not as easy as you might think them to be.
There's the updraft. Aspas almost hitting that one. A strike back.
Nice shot.
Jing will fall.
Well, Loud needed to be in a favored retake
Yeah, they kinda-
scenario.
This is it.
This is
surely
bold.
something close to
It's
the
nice
corner
though.
here. Flash.
That's not great.
No punish.
What?
Everybody towards the back of the side.
Devi?
Control as well. No one's watching
Devi,
this from
what you
PRX.
doing?
The timing
Guy?
is awkward here. PRX could crumble. It's really all on Forsaken, and they're just trying to play up close as well, trying to hit these shots here. It's going wide with the Guardian spam and the spray down. Lockdown has to be brought down on top of it. Sprayed
What
through.
the hell is this
Definitely
round?
awkward, definitely scrappy. Updraft to escape
Oh
the
my
Aya, and the
God.
Shot miss. Let's run out of bullets. It's up to Aspas. Damage done to a multitude of Tigers, but he cannot hit the flick in time. PRX taking the lead in this
That is
first
one of the
half.
most ridiculous rounds I've ever
Give
seen.
PRX
It
the
really
space, They're
is.
going to be in all sorts
How?
of weird avenues. They had a player lurking through water there. They had a couple of players pushing flowers.
Air
Loud were not ready for
947,
those
what's up,
hits.
bro? Thank you
Their
for the
players
8
weren't
months.
even ready in
Thank you
terms of
for
amount
the
of bullets
tier
they had
1.
reloaded into the chamber. 2Eves was trying to control the flowers push, but they certainly didn't realize that they had 2 players ready to flank around behind. Even after Aspas set them up into a 5v4, Loud have lost their
Who's this
control
guy,
of Pearl.
man?
They
Just
have
taking
lost
on the
control
crowd?
of this map.
No money for the operator anymore, not for Aspas.
He's solo taking on the crowd.
The slow beginnings of the attack side operator has been working out.
He's having his moment. Yeah, respect.
Aspas had knife in hand there, looking I think, to go
What
for some
ult is
kind of
this?
jump peek, but
The
instead,
Saken's
hold it
ult?
pretty.
That's nice.
This looks like Sadak's going to be holding some
Tell you
kind
what,
of
ever
flash.
since the timeout, they've done a
Aspas
great
to
job
pick
of
off.
actually just mixing up a lot of their plays.
The lockdown.
Aspas
Cannot withstand this.
obviously
Aspas very
can
good
dash
position
into
here.
the area
Just waiting
behind.
to the very
Can all
final
the way,
moment.
I think as well you
Try
can
and
go
strike
back all
here
of this,
close
right,
to
and
the
you're fine.
corner. Tuck to flash in his face. Dash is there. Looking for the kill. Noah has to respect it. There's a molly at his feet. He got his hand anyway.
Oh.
2 players
That must have been so
out of the
close.
fight. Critical ones at that. I believe that was Sadak. He's not going to have the YouTube, but now they do with the Nightfall. Trying to play this one fast and loose all the way into the back of it. Aftershock there. Ching moving forwards. No one watching. And there's no shot in hell.
It's done incredible. I mean, that's it. The plant's too good.
Kerosene in 2 years.
Mind Freak still has Astra Suck. Yeah.
And Mind Freak in a great spot to be able to secure this one. A pull online. Almost impossible for Karantina to ease.
Ooh, maybe.
Almost.
2 years. Good kill to collect, brought it to the 2 versus 2 with the pull already out of the way on top of it. Smoke in their face, it's a double face, but it's all clean.
Actually done really well,
Safe
Handles.
hands from
Dude, what a
Mind Freak.
recovery.
The
7?
7-5 finish.
That's a lot.
For the
Is
first
a
time in this
Phoenix
series,
comp though.
PRX leading at the half. They came back into this map with excellent ideas coming out of the timeout. Amazing tactical timeout called by Coach Alex. And since then, I feel like Loud just ran out of ideas. They were trying to push the very
That was so
boundaries
close, by the way.
in counterplay and ended up getting punished as a result of it. Gave PRX all the map
Is
control.
the ult molly combo.
and they fell to
So normally
pieces.
people, because people don't
Loud
have
held
the
at 5.
Phoenix molly, right? So they normally use a Killjoy molly into that area, or a Viper molly. So it's like a common combo, but you never really see it be this effective because it's normally not a molly that chunks as fast as this.
Wow, PRX, they did
Also, the
everything they can
Killjoy
to get
molly
back
normally
into
gets
this
shot.
game, but let's not forget the reason they've had to adapt and do that, Sean, is because Loud's A retakes just looked so good in the first 4 or 5 rounds of the game.
It looked unwinnable. Like, these rounds that they're retaking the A site,
Yeah, the retakes
pistol,
are
and then the
ridiculous.
first gun.
Dude, it could have
The
actually been a
hero
lot higher for
coming out of
PRX when we
Aspas.
think about it.
So many big plays coming out of Loud to open this map, and here we are at halftime, and you're thinking, oh, PRX is in the lead. How's that happen?
They did such a good job of stabilizing after they started making those adjustments. It was out on the other side of a timeout that PRX just flipped a switch, man. They started to exploit mid-control more.
Yeah,
they
say
started
that. Dude, a
to
lot of you are
aggressively
saying
push
that.
into their
What's,
spawn
okay,
and catch
chat,
flags
people
slipping
who
a
are
few
up
times.
super late, give me your
That calls
times.
fits.
Yeah, there was
What
the
time
link
is it
play
for
to
you
open
right now?
things up, the
Seeing
dry
a lot of you
contact
say
play
that
that
it's
Alex called
super
out of
late.
that timeout.
Give me some time
and that
zones.
put a seed of doubt in Aspas's
5 AM?
mind the next time they did a
4:30.
B-strat, and the ult value from Jing.
5:32.
3 out of 4 of those rounds
Some
they
of
won.
you are up at
4
nearly
Phoenix ults that
6
half.
a.m.
Yeah,
Damn.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad
There's a
you
lot of
mentioned Aspas because he
5:30
was
AMs.
having a
Shout out to you lot.
crazy game to
Jesus.
begin with, but something, Doug, just creeped
Couple
in
of
there
6:30
and
AMs.
managed to secure some of their most important rounds as well.
Yeah, and I think that's a really interesting thing about PRX is it doesn't have to be him. It doesn't have to be
That's
something every time.
crazy.
It can be a complete
Respect,
performance.
bro.
Jing is having himself a field day on the Phoenix right now, and when you build a
Supporting the
roster
region,
like
I'm
that
on
where
that. Honestly,
they
I
can
get
all
it.
do
Respect.
it, they can all have
Shout
massive
out to you lot.
performances to claw you back into a game to make a tournament
Laser
run.
is my
That's a championship
Lazy
caliber
is my
roster.
username. What's up, dude?
Absolutely, but I think what now we're switching
Thank you for saying that
halves
as well,
is
mate.
Breach
Thank you,
will
thank you. Good to
definitely
have you here.
be
Thanks for
fighting
3
A-main
months.
control. It's all in Jing.
I can't wait to see who's going to come out on top for this one. Back to you, Bren and Sideshow.
This is it. Wouldn't have it any other way with a 7-5
right.
heading into the second half of this series.
PRX
Yeah, I'm
have
not
only
sure
won
if you.
one of the
I'm not
pistol
sure. I
rounds
really
so
want to
far,
play on the
but they
new
were able
breeze
to
and
force
work out
successfully.
exactly
If
how
you
it
cast your
feels.
mind back to the start of
Judge judged as well with the 3 months. Thank you for the
Loud are
prime.
going to need big moments from their
Thank you
players
so much, mate,
to
for
pull
the
this one
support.
back to a 7-7.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Loud one pistol. It's 4-1 altogether in terms of pistols, so it's been pretty one-sided for pistols. 4 push here. 1, 2, 3 he saw. Instant reaction, send it over. They don't know about 2 players.
But great information that he can relay
Did
to
they
Sadak
see...
in his role as a secondary
No,
caller for
yeah,
Loud.
they don't know.
Setting up his kit mid-fight as well with a push already down and out. Here it is. Yuto being used to try and push.
Nice, stop the plant with this.
So successfully.
I think that
Yeah,
was an
stop the
accidental
plant, let the-
headshot there
damn,
over
this
onto
was
Sadak.
really, really
He
good
was
in the
just
end.
getting the plant down, just using the audio cue.
Now
was
what?
scared off the top.
They 5-man rotated.
What is going on there?
Yeah, they 5-man rotated. They're like, damn, we need to get info now. They
Eager to take a
haven't
fight.
committed. Well, now what do we do? There's a 10-person duel over towards B.
They've
There was
done a
one point
lot
where
of
everyone
damage
was in the
here.
square.
I mean, it's
Wait,
literally a
what?
shot in the dark, but it's working out.
That's, I mean, nice pings maybe to get
And
the
if
spam
PRX
off.
are going to be able to win this pistol, it sets them up in awesome fashion to go 4-0 on Pearl.
Uh-oh.
Shot though, this reposition of the Forsaken should get punished here. Out wide.
That was so funny. For a second, when he went to the back wall, realized he was absolutely wrecked and just got a right click off. Great flash. Yeah, both low HP on this as well. Shout out to the chip damage, get your molly back.
Still two alive. The danger is not over yet.
Dude, molly back in his 15 seconds.
Should be cleaned up for PRX.
Could just molly yourself if you wanted to. Doesn't even need to use it. Nicely done. Also one of the better people to get the kills in terms of this one for Jing.
PRX now, momentum's behind them and more.
Yeah, Phoenix close. Okay, 4-2, 1-1 in terms of pistols, right? 4-2, 1-1 in terms of the map. So, not been great for PRX in terms of pistols, but at least for the last map they get 1-1.
But Jing is stuck with it through thick and thin.
He's 2 away from the ult.
Yeah, and it's
Don't
the
ask me
value
that,
that he
bro.
gets out of it is spectacular on this map.
He's going to be fighting for A main control because they want to try and funnel the orbs into him.
No force buy in this one, didn't get the plant down, so they don't really have that luxury. That's, I mean, that's a heavy shutdown over towards here, and that's kind of what I was expecting more from Louds. So that's nice. No matter what, in the buy rounds, gonna have his ult online. A death or a kill for him as well.
Very good.
Probably what they're gonna be going for.
Lost his turret, I believe. Yeah, inside the Phoenix molly. They'll have to make an adjustment on that next time he's holding A main. Lauda just going to prod around the map, seeing if they can create any advantages. The two sheriffs.
The alarm bot's kind of nice here. I've actually never seen it this deep over towards this map.
We'll be trying to do some work.
Alarm bot, real danger here for Devi, yet still collects.
Oh my god, Farmer.
Delivers multitude of kills, shutting it all down.
That's so funny. Let's go in then.
Speaking of, Jing earns his.
Just how they're in the open. They would love, I mean, they've kind of done great. They would love to not lose any extra kills there.
His previous performance, he was having a bit of a life game on split. Led the charge for his team, didn't make it close. This time,
winnable.
30 seconds left.
Struggling to find the impact. Right here, right now, there's really no chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
But
big ult for next round.
has to be that step up.
If you recall, it was on the attack side actually that Les was able to do all of that work on split, which is unusual, you could argue. For
big time to show up right now for Louds, big buy rounds, and what do we get in terms of this? We got some options, because one of these can be an op no matter what. This is going to be an op next round as well, so yeah. So they got a very good chance of winning this bonus with the Phoenix ult. I wonder how they're going to do it.
What incredible resilience.
Got some options. You can either do it fast, you can either play retake, you can let him play rotate, there's loads of stuff.
Have a performance like that against you. Go down, I think it was 4-1, 5-1, something like that to start this out.
Honestly, being 9-5 up, you could not even use it and save it for next round. Wow, that's...
PRX, enough
It
veteran
doesn't do too much. Oh,
this
really?
roster, enough to try and
dude, thank God that came back.
hold their own, hold the ground, rally back, and now
Or I'll refresh it after this.
Yeah. And PRX have done enough here to scare Loud off. Not exactly sure what the call was there, but Sadak has bailed out from the B site. They're expecting an over-rotation.
None of this killjoy utility has been broken.
So this is kind of nice as well. If we look at the question mark they created over towards here, no one's actually... Okay, something's going super aggro instantly. I was going to say they're playing so far passive that they're not going to clear this question mark because something literally just goes around the corner with a Marshall and clears all of this. They clear this information really fast, faster than Loud kind of expect, and that means that we can have a heavy rotate. So this one play from something in terms of a little bit risky, but the reward from it is huge. Get 3 people in the right position. This is nice, the spams might be good. Phoenix ult even goes into this one.
Pushing forward, it's dealt with.
At least see numbers, anything on top of that? Damn, nice util. Was there a Teva suck on that? That was pretty cool. Well, that was really cool. I think they did a good combo over towards this.
Was definitely enough potentially to sail them through. They need to get this plant down, really.
Still no plant, 20 seconds.
20 seconds remaining.
I mean, they're calm with it.
PRX out into the open, handing their lives on a platter here. Something from the side and the back. And it will just be up to him here.
All right, then.
It was getting a bit dangerous, a bit precarious, but enough. The old bait and switch, enough to pull these players with PRX out of hiding. So Loud.
Okay, nicely done though with all of this. 1 armor, 2 armor, 1 gun rebuy. So pretty clean for the pretty clean for this.
And when Jing uses his wall like that, and
yeah, I would love to see what the util was backside. It looked like a really good combo. I don't know if we have an overview of this. Maybe we get to see it.
Respect it. And this shows me
I
that
think
Loud
it
are
happened
very
too
ready
fast.
for the way that
Well, I'll keep an eye
PaperX
out. It
are
looked
gonna be
nice.
defending
It
the
looked like
A side.
a good combo.
Utility was excellent too.
Yeah,
Right, the
it
full
did look
line
like the
into
util was
aftershock
great.
to be able to take down Mindfree, all looks good. But PaperX are going to commit more resources to fighting over A. Although, by the look of it,
Are we
not
putting
quite as
Phoenix
aggressively.
Molly into this? No, maybe they have a late take. He is looking on the floor for a Molly lineup. Yep. Molly goes in, Flash goes in as well. Something similar towards Ascent. Yeah, they Molly over towards this corner and Flash on top of it. It's kind of nice, a little bit of damage done. No heal, obviously no Sky.
PaperX were trying to reclaim
Chad, they
that
get,
area.
was it Sadax, I guess, got the orb? I didn't fully check, but that makes a lot of
Little bit of an
sense.
audio bait, perhaps.
Uh-oh.
As Sadak fakes like they're leaving
Is he
the A
gonna,
side.
no, okay.
But they're not going to. I mean, something is so deep. It just has
Exactly.
all the info on the other side of the
Dude, I
map.
didn't even
He's
realize
collecting it all, he's
Devi
making a
had
call
this.
for his team, and look at this,
Sees
they're
after
trying to
shock
fight
backside
over
for
this
sure.
again.
Damn,
This
let's
is
go.
no way to finding the time.
Flash.
The Flash are trying to push into it. No easy angles. It's contained.
least get
but
nice
Lauda
info,
really
there's
just
quite a lot
running them
here.
Down now. Breach shot. Running through with a rolling thunder. Horn's not broken, not taking care of it.
He
Lights
jumped
Jing
up
and that's a
to
spammable
shoot
angle.
the eye. Sorry, jumped up to do the wall and then got hit by the horn. That's devastating.
Peppering Sadak. He gets away with his life and the plan. So an extension into the round now. We see it. Device towards the back of the site. Stand up, close corner.
What a
Someone
stun.
needs to cover for him. It's not possible. Kawazin.
The Loud comp's kind of looking nice on attack at the moment.
Great composure from Kawazin in that spot, but something's already found one. Could still be winnable.
Yep, could still be definitely. No shot really hitting there. Mr. Crossfire center.
That is
You
ridiculous.
cannot be pulling.
That is ridiculous. Look at this as well. Completely saves them in terms of money. There is no way. Switches target mid-duel over to A main.
Hitting a shot with the operator on the first peak, and yet he misses that one. Forced to back up. And PaperX are winning moments like this.
Look at this.
Oh
Look
my.
at the positioning in the moment.
That's
Kawazin had
that's
such
incredible.
excellent composure early on in the round to be able to grab two, swinging off the back. And
That is
the
incredible.
entire
dude.
story is told there on Sadak's face.
Yeah.
They had a crossfire set up, and
Yeah,
they
what can
just
you do
could
against
not land
that?
the
I mean-
shots.
And I gotta say, that is just a forsaken moment.
Yeah, they didn't even play it that bad,
I
really.
wouldn't even be mad if they showed me the replay again, because in that moment, there's no way he's adjusting
in
his
terms of
movement to
Loud,
isolate the main fight
man,
while
I
he
wish-
stood
I
on
wish
that
we had the-
precarious barrier and
I
doesn't
wish we had
drop
the
off.
thing with the money
It's
here.
ridiculous.
I think
It's
there's four that can
ridiculous.
buy and one
It
that
is
can't.
ludicrous what Forsaken's able to do on
But I'm not
every
entirely
agent he
sure.
plays too. It's just the absolute, his understanding of the game and the mechanics, unreal. And he's also picked himself up from the absolute ground.
That's what it
on
is,
split.
4-1 desk.
He had an awful individual split
I mean,
performance.
they're probably going to force.
They couldn't figure out what they were doing as a team, and he's
is
rebounded
this really
to
a
give them
PaperX
moments like
timeout?
this. Everybody on
has to be
PaperX
a-
just cycling
Really?
their time to step up. This is a team that's still hunting for their first trophy.
That's their
They've
last
made
timeout.
it deep in tournaments before, but this feels like their time with something in the roster. Knocked down on split, not to skew. Could have easily been a 2-0. Look back at the way that Lotus was played out. We might have never even
Okay,
got
so yeah,
here
like
to
we
Pearl.
said, the 4-1 in
PaperX,
terms of the
they
buy.
take the opportunities presented to
Money's a
them
bit better than I thought from them.
as they did at Tokyo with a sub in the roster and deliver above and beyond.
It's a huge round.
They've got,
Oh
again,
my
something
goodness.
holding down B on his own. He hasn't really seen any resistance over on this side of the map.
Pay attention to this. The orb drops off the high ground angle. Horn doesn't connect. He's got the dash still active.
What a flick.
Absolutely no way.
Big
Just a
kill.
little micro adjustment. I didn't even
That
see it
is
on
a
the
big
screen.
kill.
It looked like his crosshair was off. and
Who did he
adjusted
take down?
so quickly.
Takes down the person who gets through the choke point. Oh dear God! And they just they just kind of have to walk contact in because again that's the person who gets through it. That's huge from Les. Big kill. Seekers is a nightmare. Perfect timing with it. Big duel. This is nice reaction from them.
Can't fight them all.
So yeah, the big.
Something picks them off one by one.
The amount of
Excellent
hero plays we're
exploration
seeing
off the back
in
of the distraction that
just
something
in
was
this game
making.
alone
And
is
the fact that something
ridiculous.
required no extra resources to do that. No player to break the horn for him or to set him up. And here come Loud. The trickles finally coming back through Arc.
Oh
Damage on
my,
the Forsaken,
17.
but Jing is still here.
Yeah, it's a risky jiggle peek on this one. Spammable box behind it.
Yeah, okay. PaperX showing signs that they are
Full
willing to
healer.
slow this one down.
That's
That's
not
two
too
players
bad.
spotted. They know exactly where they are. Inside
Oh.
smokes held. Lovely recall idea by 2 years.
Okay,
Jing is
now we get
Top
2-4
four.
on top of this. I don't know how close they are to
Behind Price.
Aspas's ult,
Catch him unaware.
but I mean, they should. I mean, they're fine for another buy here.
PaperX stole control of this map away after
Yeah,
the first
I mean, it
quarter.
was fast.
Well,
It's a nice dash back as well.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in slow-mo. But like I was saying, PaperX
Yeah,
stole
maybe
away
can't,
control of this map.
Can't be too
Somewhere in
mad
the
at
first
Kansas, I
quarter.
guess, but
And it's just been theirs ever
Nene
since.
TV as
Loud
well
have won
with
2
the
rounds
Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you,
since
thank you.
round 6.
Okay, so this is, dude, they actually was their timeout. That's wild.
2 in the last 12 have gone to Loud.
Why is bro fighting with the crowd? Yeah, I love it, man. I don't know. We get like glimpses into it. It's like the same little thing that's going down in the venue.
They're getting smoked out here. PaperX's Pearl flexing. This is why the desk was saying Loud had to pick up Lotus. They didn't. Overtime, snatched away, slipped through their fingers. Like the trophy in Brazil. And potentially, like their spot heading forwards towards this upper bracket final. And a chance of being able to get that grand final spot on the horizon with map veto advantage. That's also what's on the line in these kind of games.
And you do not want to be going down to the lowers. You
Wait,
just don't.
you got some
Crocodiles
options.
down there.
Man. Not crocodiles, there's
You got
demons
some
down
options
there, man.
here.
Can I get
It
this?
is ridiculous down in the lower bracket.
Feels like they want to get the orb for Aspas's ult. Want to get knives
Here it
online.
is, the money short.
Yeah, especially with him
Allowed.
buying the heavy armor, that definitely
Really
confirms it.
No
Oh,
breathing room. You just got to win out from here. To
yeah,
have
well,
a
at least the buy
chance.
confirms it. Heavy over towards A, and in reaction from PaperX, we're going to have a 3-person walk push over towards middle, and this is kind of nice. No util used.
Through into main something. Prowler
Oh
does
my
connect.
goodness.
It's good from Kawazine.
And look at how
Well,
much distraction something
there wasn't a
always
wall there.
provides. You have to commit so many resources to pushing this talented rookie off his angles. And in the meantime, PaperX are sneaking around behind.
Yeah, the 3-person push behind is nice, but I'm pretty confident this turret watches here, so...
Push through anyway, fearless.
There's still
But
a
they're not
lockdown
they're not
and
going to
a
expect
Nightfall
them
there,
to
and
be
the Nightfall's great to
3
fight
of
these
them
players
here.
over in spawn.
Only 2 connection, and
But
it
they're not
does
gonna-
allow.
They put the
I mean,
fade
Loud
ult in,
don't
fade
know.
ult hits
Cosmic
2.
Divide.
Exactly. But only 2 trails here. They know that somebody's there at least.
Killjoy ult behind forces them into this. Oh my god, this is the only safe space. They're all going to be in the corner. All 5 of them are in the corner. Oh dear god.
No one knows which way to face Loud.
No way they win. No way they win.
Have they done that? No shot.
That's ridiculous.
They were all grouped together,
They're all in the
so
corner.
tightly stuffed, like
Backs
sardines.
against the wall. That was insane. Dude, I've never seen a round like
A
that.
tiny amount of space afforded to them by the defensive lockdown, and yet as the rest of PaperX swarm forwards to try to punish them for their compromised positioning, everybody on Loud, collected together, holding the angles, comes out on top.
Look at this. It looks mental.
Pluck something out of the sky.
Sadak knows he's gotten away with it.
Yeah,
there.
it's kind of like, how the
So
hell are
does
we
Frog.
winning this round?
Yeah, that's it.
They're grouped up together like a New York apartment.
Dude, I
They're
thought we
all
were going to see like
stuffed
a
in
crazy,
there, and they can't do
like I
a
thought
thing.
we were
They
going to see a
couldn't
crazy
move
play,
shoulder
like a
to
5
shoulder.
kill from a molly or an Odin spam through
Bailed
here.
out
Like
by the individuals.
there were so many different ways this round could have gone.
And Loud, maybe all they need is a chance. Got to keep it going.
Low
though.
money as well,
Ball
like on that one. Dude,
rolling.
they have a chance to break the econ here as well. I say
Fully
break,
grouped
as in
up
like make
again.
an
There's no
eco. It's already
hiding
been
their intent
broken
with
with
this
that.
one. Aspas is pulled. There's
Uh-oh.
another swarm.
Molly.
It's brutal. Survives on 7 health, still
7.
vulnerable. Tucked
Oh
to
no,
the
someone
corner.
shoot
He
the
needs
dog.
some help from the rest of his team at PaperX. Really just
Wait,
peppering
what?
them, and it's the turret. The turret does it.
Damn, dude. They get completely shut down into this as well. They win a round like that and then it just all crumbles afterwards. The util was nice here, including the turret. Todo Boss, what's up, bro? With the 4 months. Thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate you, mate. Thank you for that.
12-7.
Damn that turret. That's so funny.
It's so varied from PaperX.
Forsaken's been outrageous.
Some rounds they're going to be
He
going
has
for a
been
contact
outrageous
push.
on this
Some
one.
rounds it's going to be a heavy fight over A main.
They're quirky, man. They're a quirky team to fight. You just don't know.
You have no clue what PaperX are going to throw at you.
5
because they have
chances
so
for
many
them to
tools.
close this one
And that
out.
to me is because
And yeah,
they
it's
don't
been
play off the
looking
scramble.
real rough
They
on the
play
attack
off the
side.
ideas that they come up with in the moment,
They had that good
built
A
from
hit,
the
and
building
then ever
blocks
since
of
there
those
it's been looking pretty
micro-interactions.
brutal.
They know that
Turret
you know,
wall
they can
bangs?
bring
Nah, it does
X to the
headshot, right? I'm
table,
pretty
their
sure.
teammate brings a different quality and they cook that up
I
on
think
the
that's the
fly.
symbol you're
It
looking
makes
for.
them an extremely difficult team to read. And at the moment, Loud are finding it too challenging.
It was a wall bang? Wait,
Far too
really?
challenging.
The turret's out here wall banging now.
Stands between PaperX. Paving the way.
Wait, really?
Potential grand final. Still one more match to play
That's
before
so
that, but
ridiculous, man.
sailing it through the uppers. They would love it. That's why Loud are calling the timeout now. So much on the line.
That's insane.
Not just the prospect of getting knocked down to
Okay,
the lowers, it's
five.
the idea of having to
5 chances,
fight
like
your
we
way
said,
out of
and
it.
it's looking pretty good. Loud would have to
Team
do a
that's hunted for their
madness.
first trophy
Jing
going
one
up
away
against
from his
the
ult as
defending
well,
champions, but it's
and
PRX in
2
the
away from
ascendancy.
Sadak's ult.
At match point, looking to drop Loud down
Looks
to
like
the
they
lower
want
bracket to
Jing's
face
ult online. Looks like they
EDG,
want to end
a
this.
team that beat them at Tokyo to start this horrible run of form that they were on just before this.
Bullets sent flying here to Prowler.
The confidence is kind of
Received and rolled
incredible.
down.
Prowler doesn't even push him off.
Triple face. There was no util from that. PRX just wanted to take
Love
it
that.
gun duels.
That's his ult online. Flash goes in as well, but they kind of know
Utility
someone's there
realizing that
anyway.
There was a gap towards mid that entire time that Loud could have taken up, but we know they haven't.
And Loud are playing fairly slowly, so these fast reactions
Oh,
that
they're gonna fight
PRX
over
are
it
diligent for, not
They're just
happening.
holding it. Prowler broken. There's no way.
Dude, Astra first
Mindfreak is
contact.
still close to this angle here. Flash is dodged. Horn needs to be taken care of. Nobody
Mindfreak,
watching
what are you
for it.
doing,
He was
boss?
marked.
Yep.
I mean, he had no chance of being able to do anything there, and that there goes the smokes, there goes the pull.
Really weird positioning, but it's given them free access now to the lockdown. Loud going to be used as
This is an enormous advantage for Loud to be able to pull things up to 8, but it doesn't mean PRX are out.
Ooh.
narrow margins is what it lies on. Here
Phoenix
it is,
ult,
running back,
4v5.
flash through in their face. Anti-flash matters not, lest you will not be surviving, but backside control is gained. It's flipped around, and Aspas
big
is all the
jolt.
way in it, working the mix, but he can't win the fight out against Forsaken. Cross-sell wasn't placed appropriately.
With the plant, you
This
get
could be
ult.
it.
Yeah.
Must be a moment to be made now by
Wait,
Sanex.
watch
He's got the
out.
ult in his
Oh
hands, and he
my
lets it
goodness,
rip
8
out towards
HP.
Flowers, enough to reposition and back away.
I mean, the ult got him
I'm
out at
amazed he's
least.
alive.
Damn,
He
that's what
backed
the
up to
hell?
get a better ultimate
It's in the sky.
and almost gave his own life away for it. Here comes the retake from
What
PRX.
What a flash.
It's just a 1-for-1. It's replied and responded with.
Vision
Still,
block.
the pull is there. 2 years. He's going to be using this one for the first line of things, but now the time is really starting to tick. Flash, not good enough.
Wait, he
Top
played
10
around the corner.
With the fight, and it's all on this. Kawazin!
Big 1v2. Okay, let's slow count down.
He
5
gives him a
chances to
lifeline.
4 chances, but my
Loud
god,
had
this one was
such
close.
an advantage
This
in
one
that
was close,
round,
and they had to
and they
use
were
Killjoy
only just able to
and
keep it
Breach Ult. But the
together.
Breach Ult didn't get too much, so maybe
They're
just the
gonna have to be
Killjoy
able to
was
pull
only worth
another
mentioning
4
here.
of
The Breach
those.
Ult's got him off site. Wasn't anything
Out of
crazy.
somewhere.
That's what it takes. I mean,
They don't have those ultimates available anymore. They don't have the lockdown or the Rolling Thunder to be able to generate those advantages for themselves. When Aspas tried to make the play, sure, he's at the top of the scoreboard, but he got shut down.
little mini rage.
how do you win out from here if you are allowed?
Double
Still one
start
step
to
away
take
for
this as
PRX
well.
into mid.
And
Aspas
I mean, at
hurts.
least they got the Phoenix ult out
Aspas
of them.
definitely
Mindfreak
hurts
one
out
away,
there,
so maybe
especially
that's
as they
why they
back
wanted
away.
to do this.
He might feel like he has a timeline. It's weird to see him on the lurk roll.
Him and 2 years holding a bit of a setup, spotted out onto the both of them. This will keep the PRX players tucked into mid.
Pretty quiet. Straight up, take A control question mark created, and
To work
that's
with,
it.
they
Everyone
don't
just
have
cuts
any of
down
that prime
afterwards.
Control of B main.
Nothing for a
Placing
little
their
bit.
sights towards its mid and walking, contacting. all
So
the way
weird
through,
to have
making noise, though, jumping down.
to have like 20 seconds without
See, holding
PRX
this one
doing
off.
something.
I assume off device contact.
Stun is good. Dash forwards as well. There's the punish.
Ooh, that's
Nasty
nice.
stuff. Aspas.
That was nice. Yeah.
Absolute
Devi?
brilliance on display, but a backstab attack. Devi. He's a menace, man. He's an absolute menace. Yet Aspas
I was gonna say, how is he
Still
even?
there.
How's
ready for it.
how can he get
Decision is
2?
made for
How does
something.
2 he's not trade
Can't
that?
take it into the 1v3. Got to back away and save the
Okay,
operator.
5 down to 3,
Has to be one round at a
and we've
time,
got to
and
remember
so
that
far,
no one has any timeouts. Like,
case
PRX
allowed.
used it pretty early.
These rounds are on the slimmest of margins. Yes, this is a 3v1 where something has to save.
And also,
but
we've
that
got to look
entry
over
from
towards
Aspas
here.
was so
We got
close
2-4 on top of
to getting
this.
punished by the flash. Jing, if
It's
he'd been
it's
half
an
a
eco.
second earlier, would thrown the curveball. I think would have had a chance to be able to take down the entry jet superstar from Loud. Nevertheless, that is 5 chances whittled down to only 3. And every step Loud takes.
Yeah, I mean, they still got the hive
Well,
mind.
start
They
believing
can,
themselves a little more.
they
The economy
can
should be
between
better and
them,
better for
they
them.
might be able to come up with an
Building
idea
back
here.
up to ultimates that they can use.
This one's going to be a little bit harder. They could definitely just go for a bit of a
But in
gamble.
every situation,
like 2
it
guns,
only
really.
takes one big play from a PRX player. I mean, look at that. He's essentially full blind when he gets the first kill.
Win on
Jing.
eco, John.
Just
Is that what you're calling?
for a
Honestly,
moment
that
before the flash
that's
connects.
normally how they roll.
And then denies Devi a hero play that would have sent them sailing to the upper bracket finals. There's a tiny bit of frustration
just
there
slapped
still
his own
showing
hand.
for Alex. But I think a lot of that is the building tension. And
Okay,
anticipation for the team's
in terms of
victory
this
that
one, get
ends up
double stinger, Marshall,
getting
and
burned
Bulldog.
away.
Sometimes these can be the hardest rounds to convert.
Aye, with the turret through the leg strap
Respect a lot.
with a Marshall.
Lose for them though. They're a couple away from these ultimates. Someone's got to deal with that.
Man,
The
something
horn.
must be
Broken
like,
spam into the corner.
something must be
Taken.
gutted, man.
Now he's
They
really
keep
trapped.
going the other
It's
side
gonna
to
be
this
Util
guy.
here surely to try and clear him out.
This
but
guy's
Salt's across, steps
indestructible.
away
How is
with
he
his
still
life.
alive?
And he's still going back for more. It is a weaker buy from PRX. So they can afford to go for these kind of
Oh, this
risks.
entire time they have just been pushed up here. They have no control of A main. Something's here with the operator.
Yeah, if they start rotating back over, do they clear this jet properly? Oh, the cancel called. They're going back over
Yeah, I
the
think they realize that the op might be set up here.
Loud.
Because they heard the Marshall, and then they're like, wait, if there's a Marshall
Maybe
here,
not
why the hell would there
exactly
be a
sure where they
Marshall
wanna
on
end
an
on the
op
map, but
here?
They just dodged a bullet, I
Yeah,
think.
no, I think this is a
Specifically
good
from
calling.
Seeker's pointing
I
to
think this is
where-
great.
Okay, Forsaken
Nice from
falls.
them.
Loud should be
Put
able to get
Seekers
this
into
one
this,
fast
into
enough, but
eco.
yeah, there it is.
Put
Devi was
Seekers
just trying to
into the
flood into the
eco.
back of the site before to try and take that timing off of them. Players holding across here, but it should be the weapons to get them through it. The dash and the flash. Attempts once more. Jing is so wide with it with the Bulldog. Another flash available. Everyone's
Oh, dear
blind.
God, what a flash.
And it is really just that coin flip. Something. 1v2. Does he go for this now?
I mean, he goes
With
for
the
it.
operator. Has the dash. But doesn't know where any of these players are.
What a moment this
Maybe he
is.
shouldn't, but he's
Together with
it's
Loud. It's all
it's
about
him.
how they shut it down.
Oh, my
No
goodness.
damage done. And where is the reposition? 2 years close to the corner. You can breathe a sigh of relief.
5 chances, down to 2.
A chance for the young
And they
superstar
don't
to
have
put
enough
his team
money
into
to
the
buy
upright
op unless
finals to
this
win an
guy
unlikely
is just going to
1v2.
go no armor.
He's not quite up to the moment just then.
Again, Odin.
Loud. Navigate another one of those difficult rounds where Jing looked
Oh,
like
Jing
he was
nearly did it.
potentially going to do it all with the flashes. He gets his ult back online. There's a lockdown here on defense as well. This could be the most challenging round for Loud to win yet if they want to pull this back into overtime. It's been 3 in a row for the Brazilian side. PRX have stacked 4
Okay, he does. No
over
armor.
towards Art
No
and
armor
A-Main.
op.
Still with the
They have the
operator.
rifle
Stun.
to shoot
Some
this.
connection.
Eats the stun. Maybe they hear the dash away. Maybe not. Not sure.
Something
Uh-oh. He might...
disrespectful
I
at
was going to
his
say, you might
core.
see them just take fin
Makes the
angle.
peak. Moves the turret. Control still
Okay,
gonna be
big
gained
question
with
mark
Big
right
Big
over
with
towards
four
here.
position. This is again off
They
the
keep
device
someone here
contact.
as
It's gonna
well.
be a
So
flash.
if they flash, it's going to hit. It's going to make a sound. They have
Someone's gonna
no
be
idea in
walking in
terms
that
of
though.
numbers. Info.
Play retake towards B.
This is a fake with the nightfall and
fake
2
with the
smokes over
fatal.
towards A.
Something's
Trying
just
to
calling the
drag.
bluff, man.
Yeah,
Horns in
he's
his
had a
face,
lot
he's
of
still
he had a
holding
lot
down.
of
He
vision
actually can't
here.
hear the sound cue, so it has thrown a bit of disarray now.
The
into the mix.
lockdown.
Lockdown,
Astra
yeah,
all
this is
into the
key.
lockdown. Do they
This
have like
utility, there
what?
needs to be a deal. Try and break this one. It's a stun and an aftershock into the corner. Enough damage done. Yeah.
Handled
What are
it
you
really
gonna
well.
do? Just tickle it. Stun though. Still there. Aspas
Oh
close
my
to
God.
the corner. He's brought down, and this could be it. The final blow. Cornered
It's
about
such a good
wide.
plant, though.
In
It's
the
kind of
open.
winnable.
Less towards the
Astra ult.
back.
Oh, God.
So much more to do here. The reposition and the
Okay,
run
it should be done.
Jing. It's disgusting. Kawazine.
Yeah, the counter Astra ult for the
It's
retake.
now. It's absolutely done and dusted. Blocked off
Wait.
entirely. It's an absolute.
Chat, could you imagine it?
attempt, but
Holy.
PRX
Okay, what
have done
a
it.
sick best of 3 this was. That was so nice. The first map and the third map was crazy good. I mean, shout out to Forsaken. The amount of impact Forsaken had on this one was ridiculous, bro.
What a magnificent performance